You're watching Hillbilly Luxury, and today the Boderry crates have dropped. That's right, I've got two new Boderrys here, the Landmasters, and they look pretty cool, like little field watches, so let's take a look at them. Let's get these crates open here. We got our Boderry crates here. These are pretty cool. Now, I'm not a big fan of like how they, well, that is not actually falling out. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, it's a little bit easy to dump your watch if you pick it up, so you're just not paying attention to which way it is. And that slides open. You got a nice little hole down here. Lets the air out so you can play a little instrument. But yeah, these are cool. I really don't know what else you would use them for other than dust collecting. But first one we got here is the white with orange tubes. So apparently these are not tritium tubes, which I was extremely bummed to find that out. And I feel like that's like the biggest letdown of this watch, is the fact those are not tritium tubes. If these were tritium tubes, this watch would be a home run. It would be especially for the field watch community and people who love collecting tritium watches. These would be a home run. Now, I know these are, I think he picked these up for less than $100, which is still an outrageously good deal. But the orange, I can't recommend this one compared to the other one, because the Arabic hour markers, those Arabics are not lumed on this one, so therefore the only lume you get are those tubes, those orange tubes, and they do not last at all. So that's a real bummer. But the Black Dial one is actually pretty good with its lume. The Arabic numerals last longer than the tubes on the other one, which is interesting. But other than that, I really like this bracelet. Check that out. That's a cool bracelet. Like, it's not just a generic, oyster bracelet. I'm not a big fan of this end link, how it meets. That right there, where it just like cuts off, it just, when it's on your wrist, it doesn't look very well integrated. But that's just with the design. Obviously they did those lugs like that. If they would have curved them off, I feel like it would have looked better. Because it looks good like this, but it doesn't look good when it's wrapped around your wrist. It just doesn't look like it is very seamless. Clasp could use some micro adjustments. I mean, it's very small, but I mean, this is a cheap watch. This is a crazily good deal. Like, you will never get this level of quality from something like Citizen or Seiko ever again for this price. So we're pretty much stuck with the Chinese market, and so we really can't complain when it comes to the value propositions. The case back's pretty cool. It's like a sandblasted with the, see where it's shiny. You got your little like Land Rover, or maybe it's a Toyota Land Cruiser or something. I don't know what that is. Yeah, and I will feel like that'll scratch up pretty quick back there, especially considering it's like a textured roughness to it. I feel like over time, with a bracelet rubbing against it, you're probably going to get that wearing off pretty quick. Let's check out the winding. Let's listen. That's pretty good. It's real smooth. I really like these crowns. These crowns are nice. Good action here. They feel really good. Really good crown. Let's do a date change. Yeah, good snappy date. Sure, it's got like a Seiko NH35 in it. Yeah, really easy to grip. I mean, that's a good crown. I really like everything about this watch. Could things be improved? Yes. But the crown, phenomenal. I love it. I love that crown. That crown is perfect for this watch. The crystal. I love that box-domed sapphire crystal. That is cool. I like this bracelet. Like I said, I just wish the end links were a little better integrated. Let's take a look at this other one I got here. I'll open it. Here we go. Oh yeah, this one's my favorite. If I had to say to go for any of them, this one right here is the one. this is the best version. I can't remember. There's another one. There's another colorway. I can't remember. I have to look up online. But yeah, let's check this one out. I got this one actually sized for my wrist, so I put a link in it just so people wouldn't complain. They said, "Look, you need to take a couple links out there, buddy." You know, because of how tight, how tight my other videos they've been. But you can see the integration there. See how that lug? I'm not a fan of that, of how the lugs integrate with that bracelet. But the rest of the bracelet around through here looks great. But you get right there and you're like, it's not very well executed right there. And as a result, it kind of gets this weird drop-off effect on the other side where it's just chopped off. There's no curvature or any conformity. So I think if the lugs turned down a little bit and met down a little bit further, it would have just made the bracelet look more coherent with the case. But I mean, it's a fairly comfortable watch. You're talking about titanium here. It's got this sandblasted titanium. It's got a unique feel. My buddy said he doesn't like the feeling of it. He doesn't like to touch it because it does have a, I don't know. It's almost like a concrete feel. You know, when you're messing with raw concrete, you know, in its powdered form, you know, before you mix it, you get on your fingers and you get that texture. It's what it kind of has, that texture. So I could understand that. There's some things that I personally don't like the feeling of, like velveteen. I don't like crushed velvet. I don't like the feeling of it. But it's just a personal thing, you know. So I could see how somebody wouldn't like the way that feels. But you don't really feel it when it's on your wrist, you know. And other than that, that's a good looking watch, you know. I mean, for the money, I mean, what was this, like $95 they were running on a sale or something? It's like maybe a little over $100 after. It's like, wow, I mean, look at that dial. They're really knocking it out of the park with that dial. And that crystal. Yeah, it's a good watch. Let's take a look at the Lume now, and then we'll give our final thoughts. All right, as you can see, there's a clear winner between the two. This one is definitely my preferred version. I'm about tempted to buy it off of him, my buddy. I don't know if he's a big fan of these. If he, you know, I might be like, hey, man, you want to sell me one of those? I really like that black one. But in all honesty, Boderry really wanted to step up their game. They should put tritium tubes. I don't care if it does up the price. It wouldn't up it that much, I don't believe. Because if you're already able to come in at around $100 for these, or just a hair over $100, if you was to put some tritium on this, you know, I mean, you could sell these for $250, $300, and that wouldn't be a bad price still with the tritium. And that's you know, I'm sure you could source some tritium tubes for that, because I've seen those Aragons. My buddy has an Aragon with tritium tubes, and it was like $200-$300. So I'm hopefully going to do a review on those at some point, because I'm a big fan of tritium. I like tritium watches. So, but yeah, if this was tritium and that was tritium orange, that would be awesome. These would be a knockout product. So all I can say is, Boderry, put some tritium in these, and you will be, don't you know, because to me it's when I first seen them, that looks just like tritium tubes. You know what I mean? I feel like you're kind of cheating people, because if people don't read, you know what I mean? Because even look at the hands. Let's zoom in here and look at those hands. You would look at those and think, oh, it's tritium. Oh man, tritium tubes. But they're not. They're not tritium. It's just Lume in there, I guess. And it's not even that strong, especially in the orange. Let's take a look at the, yeah. But see, you get those cool. The green tubes look pretty cool. I will admit, they do look cool. They're a lot more neon green than what you're going to get out of real tritium tubes in normal light. They're not that green. When you get them in the dark, then yeah, they glow like a radioactive green. But yeah, if they put the real tritium tubes, they could put a little biohazard marker down here. That'd be so dope. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when I upload new videos. And I appreciate all of the kind comments and everybody, you know, really getting behind me and you know, and helping me start a community. So I really appreciate it.